A cup of tea and a thermos. And we got some beautiful progress here on our castle. And hopefully with the new camera, you can see much clearer now what we have going on. And maybe if we have to zoom in, we can do that too. That looks really nice. You could really see the detail in that there. Very nice, very nice. Good morning, Kathleen, Joanne, Jackie, hello, hello. And Jackie from Stitch Art, and Diana. What's going on? Oh, that's okay. We had some fun. We put some blocks together. So I am going to actually make this into the bookmark it is, and just do it just the way it is, because I realized I would really like something to go with the collection that I shared with my mother-in-law. And if you guys don't know, I know it's a TV series now, but it was an awesome book before it was a TV series. It's called Outlander. So, and I'd really like to make this bookmark to go with the books that I have. And I actually have, this is my mother-in-law's collection and my collection mixed up together. This one right here is actually signed by the author. This one right here. It was okay, Jackie. It was a little boring because they decided to do the rolling starts. So really no kids actually start school until Thursday. But I still have to go and do my gig because my the first day of school is today. And we still have, just because the COVID messed things up doesn't mean I still don't have to do my job. The buses went by, they still rode their routes, there was no students on it, they still have to do their thing. So it's kind of like, I guess, 2 days of practice. I don't know. But I did cross one little kid. So I crossed one, she was out for a walk. So I said, you're not on for a bus today, are you? Because I knew they were empty. I knew they were running all empty. And she said, no, I'm just out for a walk. She goes, I really want to go to school. I started laughing. I go, okay. I go, do you want to cross? She goes, yes, please. I said, all right. So we chatted for a couple minutes. I've known this girl for like, since she was like this high. So, she's really cute. Hello, Miss Renee. Hello, Nancy. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Dar. Appreciate it. Good morning, Charlotte. It rained and rained and rained. I got all wet and I got splashed on, but that's okay, whatever it is. I dried off and got myself a nice hot cup of tea and a quick little snack and ready to cross stitch this bookmark. We're going to finish the bookmark first. And then Miss Cherie from Australia sent me some blue Ada fabric to kind of go with the first one, so it gives me time to go and find certain things I want to stitch in between or adapt my first pattern to go in between, because we all know this one's a bookmark and the other one's actually a full poem. The first one is a full poem. Kind of a little bit. Good morning, Mike. Happy you're here. It's raining here today too. It's gonna rain all day, and my jacket got wet, my hat got wet, I got wet. It's all right. Okay. It was weird though, because I haven't been doing that for 5.5 months. And it was a little weird. Some people were very surprised to see me. I'm thinking, okay, they clearly have no idea today's the first day of school. They changed school starts here, rolling starts. Yeah, my daughter isn't ready to send her girls back. And there's a lot of my friends that are like, nope, I don't think so. What's the difference between cross stitch and needlepoint? Needlepoint is usually just it's a thicker thread. I wish I had an example here. I'm sorry. I feel. Oh, there she is. No, it hasn't arrived. No, it hasn't arrived. I know you were sending it. I knew you were sending it. Unless the post office said it was here. It's a bit of a thicker thread. It's almost like between a yarn and an embroidery floss. And it's usually just done in one direction. So, and it's usually it's a printed and you're filling in the color with the color that matches: green, tan, burgundy, red, whatever. And so on and so forth. Cross stitches, you're going one way and then another, and that X is making like a solid square. So it's like the first part of digital art, really, when pixelated art. So really, when you think about it, and then you just kind of go along as, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like if you had 8 stitches to go or 4 stitches to go, and then you just go back the other way, making the cross. Okay? Hopefully that helps. So it's usually a bit, and the canvases are a little bit different. Sometimes with needlepoint, they're a bit thicker. The holes are bigger to get the thicker thread through. Sometimes the needles are different. There's lots of different, even these cloths here, the Ada cloths, they come in many different sizes. I'm working on 14 right now. There's 18, 24, 12, 10, and I think the smaller the number, the bigger the hole. So I think. For some reason, I'm kind of having a brain fart there. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Hello, Maria. Hola. Or ciao. I don't know. ¿Cómo está? I don't know. Let's go with that. All right, so yeah, we're gonna plug away at this. We're gonna finish it off as the bookmark first, and then I'd like to, because the first one is really busy. Like it's got some lovely details in between the rows, not necessarily just these stitches here. So I usually do counted cross stitch on linen. There we go, that's beautiful. Your quilt has arrived at its new home now. When my arm is, mine to you. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, Cherie. Thank you. Oh, that's great to hear. I'm sure it was swimming. Larger the number of the cross stitch, the smaller the eyes. Okay, yeah, okay. So what's? That's right. I was right, Jackie. Right? Wasn't I? Oh. Thanks. Never really could figure out the difference. It's a matter of really thread and canvas. That's pretty much what it is. There's also plastic canvas, which is, you can get that in different sizes too, but it's plastic, its base is plastic. So you got to cut those shapes out that you want, stitch through them either in a cross stitch fashion or in a needlepoint fashion, and you get it all filled up. So now you go to sleep. Okay, Sherry. I'm glad mine arrived to you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so actually I was going to show you the original poem. That's what I was going to do. Here, people may not have seen. This is my first beautiful work of art. And what we're trying to do here is get the second poem, or second part to this poem. But it kind of matches but doesn't match. It ends up being, it actually is a bookmark. But I'd like to make it in this sort of size fashion when I get there. So I'm going to have to come up with some sort of ideas for the words that are being printed there, or just make up some ones from here, take from this from inspiration to be able to finish it off. So, I'm very, very excited to be able to do it when it comes to this part, but I'd like to finish the bookmark first. So, yeah. That's my one lovely piece that my husband framed for me, or probably would still never have got framed, like this one. And this is my masterpiece, I consider it. It's my coup de grace. Isn't that beautiful? And this is about we're gonna say at least 16 to 18 years old. And I made it for Pop. It's my husband. I'll just pop that up there. And one of these days, I'm going to get it framed. Isn't it beautiful? A lot of work spent on that, that's for sure. All right, let's get cracking here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What I wanted to do is highlight the castle first before we moved on into any of the lettering. So let's go scoot back to the big page here and take our dark color. I did load up 2 needles full just to make sure I had enough. And we're going to highlight. So we're going to highlight the door first, or sorry, the castle gate, or castle big door. Come on. Oh wow, that looks. Oh, I was gonna say that looks weird. Pop's tweaking it. There we go. And that'll make this castle really stand out as we're trying to do the rest of the text. So has anybody ever read the series of Outlander by Diana Gabaldon? I always think I always put an R in there somewhere, and it would always make my mother-in-law very angry with me. Always add an R to when it's a lozenge. You know, the throat. I always add it, I go Lossinger. Pop's like, no, there's no R. I go, but I think there should be one, don't you? Don't you think it just sounds better being Lossinger? He just shakes his head. Your daughter did? Oh, it is a wonderful series. It really is. I'm so happy that I got to share that with her, and because I was pregnant with Munchkin when I started reading the series. Like we're talking 24 and a bit years ago, because he just turned 24. So, yeah, that's a long time. Didn't read the books, but was hooked on the... I think Pop watched it all. You know what, to tell you the truth, Renee? I watched like 2 episodes, and that's it. And I so enjoyed the books. I really, really did. I honestly did. And I guess I didn't like what they had put instead of what I had already in my head. I ruined my eyes doing... Oh, I made so many pictures. I miss doing it. Oh, would a magnifying glass help, or is it just your eyes are just they're just gone? You know what I mean. I wouldn't say, I don't know. It's just different. It's just different, Renee. I don't know. It's like the whole Harry Potter series too. I mean, they did a good job. They did a good job in most of the movies. There's some I was a little but you know, I don't know. Like everything else, like Lord of the Rings, and you know, the books are always better. Because you're the one who's playing the movie. You already have, when they describe a character, you already picture it, what it looks like in their head. And I you know, and Jamie's good and all, and Claire was good and all. Like I don't know. I don't know. I like the books better. Hello, Miss Geeta. How was your birthday there, girl? Did you celebrate? Loved the series and had all the books. She tried to interest me. I tried to read the first book numerous times, but not interested to me. Oh, hey, that's all right there, Joanne. That's all right. I was just happy I really got to connect with my mother-in-law on this level, because she was an avid reader. Like, oh my gosh, like books and books and books and books and books. You have no idea. She was a librarian herself. And Pop is very much the same way. He reads all the time. He probably reads hundreds of books a year. And I'd be lucky if I read 1 book a year. So, and I'm not saying I don't know how to read. I know how to read. And I used to read a lot. I really did. I was an avid reader myself for many, many years. I guess just for the past many, it's like trying to focus on the business and build up the business and try and make a good name for myself and work towards YouTube. And that was just more important than chillaxing and reading a book to me. So... Lasagna and tiramisu, my faves, made by Amazing Neighbor. Well, hey, very nice. Gotta like it when the neighbors love you. Reading glasses, now when I see small stuff, it's just aggravating. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I find that just the books are a bit better. There's another series that we enjoyed that was never very popular, because I used to always pre-read the books we would allow Munchkin to read. I know it sounds probably weird, but I wanted to know what was going on in the story before we allowed him to read it. So there was this one series called The Green Rider. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. Trying to think of the... For some reason, Britain is either the author's last name or something like that. You just have to go look it up. But it is a fantastic series. And there's another book I haven't read in the series. So, yeah, Green Rider is. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. All right, we're just going all the way around. Okay, now we're at the top where this goes down. So we got to come around and make like the castle wall. Working, I'm a real job. Okay, working and lurking. No worries, babe. No worries. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Oh, you mean pre-reading the books for Munchkin? Well, we just wanted to know what he was reading, right? And And if he came to us with questions about the book, he knew we already read it, so we could answer, or if there was a word he was confused on or something like that. You know, we were already up, and once I read it, I said to Pop, I said, "This is a really good one." And he goes, "Okay." So he like finished it within a day and a half. Took me like probably a week, and then we gave it to Munchkin, and of course Munchkin was, you know, taking obviously a little longer because he was still relatively new to the whole reading thing. So, but once you get into it, you're into it. It's a really good series. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it much. All right, so that goes 1, 2 pegs, and we got to go around the gray, and then straight down. Okay, let's go around the gray. Well, I don't know. It just seemed like I said, we can connect more to it, and we can connect to the book together as well, right? We can talk about books when we've all read them, and we can talk about what we loved about it, and you know, and what we didn't like about it, like that sort of thing. It's all good fun. I used to love going to the library. Once a week, we'd always go to the library, exchange the old, get some new, and read the ones we had. I'll make sure we could only take enough that we could read from one week to the next, because we didn't need to have, 12 books. We just needed to have like one book a day. So, but yeah, no, we had times to the library are some of my very fondest memories. That's for sure. Hello, Miss Sarah. What's going on? We're cross-stitching a castle. It's coming along. Coming along nicely. Just highlighting it. We've already stitched the castle. We're just trying to highlight the tower and stuff, and the different parts of the buildings. Okay, so I need to come up here to the bottom of this gray. I'm trying to think if that is actually a line. I think it is, yes. Okay, because we go in 2 stitches, down 1, over 2 stitches, down 1. Okay. Oh, wow. What kind of dogs are they, Sarah? What kind of dogs? Over 2 stitches and then down 1. Oh, you got a new toy this week? What'd you get? I'm reading the 3rd book series, Inkheart. Oh, that sounds familiar. I think I might have read that, Jackie. I think I might have read that. That's a good series, too. A toy poodle and a labradoodle. You got oodles all over the place. I bet you they're cute. And they don't shed, do they? I think that's why lots of people like poodles, because they don't shed. Or they have hair and not fur, or fur and not hair. I don't know what it is, but there's something about poodles that lots of people like. What toy did you get? Hello, Lynn. I always pre-read the kids' books, so many slide in opposing theological and political views from our families stressed they were fictional. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I gotcha. And maybe that's why we did it. I'm not sure. I know my mother never did that to us. I mean, to the kids. And well, she didn't have time. Single parent, trying to raise all the kids. Yeah, there was no pre-reading going on there. In fact, I didn't even know she read books until later on in life. I guess maybe she just decided that's when she had the time. So. And she was quite the avid reader. What was it? She liked the murder mystery ones. Nora Roberts? Is that? I remember buying quite a few books of hers to get her stacked up. I'm thinking Nora Roberts. I could be wrong though. 1957 Gibson guitar. It's beautiful. Ooh, very nice. 4 years ago, I went on a trip with my mom, 3 weeks, to see relatives she hadn't seen for a long time. From Halifax to Edmonton, to Kamloops, to Las Vegas, then home. I read all of Games of Thrones. Oh, very nice. I think Pop read Games of Thrones. Yeah, Games of Thrones. I didn't. We didn't even watch the series. We're just, I don't know. It didn't really interest me. I mean, especially if he wasn't going to watch it with me. I didn't want to watch it alone, so it was like, whatever. And then it became this big, huge hoo-ha and doodad thingamabob. I was like, who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? All right, let's go up and around this gray here. It's nighttime here, Bendigo, Australia, and it has been raining on it. It was raining here this morning too, Sarah. I'm the crossing guard for the village, and today was our first day of school, and all it did was rain all morning. So, and it's only 10:21 a.m. So, my daughter reads them because both girls read 2 grade levels ahead, and some are not 8. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. Very true. I don't know. We just thought it would be best if we did that as he was starting to grow up. It's like just pre-read the books that he could read on his own, right? So, or we'd start reading it off together, you know, because I've already read it, and then he would just start to just take over on his own, like just read it, finish reading it on his own. Like I said, we enjoyed being able to talk about the books that we were reading. Geronimo Stilton books? Oh, that seems familiar too. And did you love the books? Did you love the books? Well, I've never read them, so. And I don't think I can read the Hobbit series or Lord of the Rings series now with not thinking about the movie. So, because I saw the movie first before the book. So, it would be difficult. We'd always go to see them, but in some parts, Pop would say, well, that's, you know, they didn't include this, or they, you know, did this instead. And yeah, it's a little disappointing, but they are trying to adapt it to a television when it takes many, many hours and hours and hours to read those parts, right? There we go, coming along. All right, so where did we end off here? Okay, let's go up. Let's go up and around. Yeah, that's what you were talking about earlier, Sarah, in regards to the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. It's far better than the series. And this one right here is actually signed by the author. And I remember I was under strict instruction when I took this on the sea train and the bus and everything, and the sky train, that I was not allowed to put it down or hurt it in any way. Is this the one? I thought this was the one. Hold on. I thought it was. Oh, it was Voyager. Sorry, it was Voyager. My bad. I grabbed the wrong one. Not Amber. It's this one. This my bad. This is the one that's signed by the author. Right there. 1994. Yep. And she says, don't wreck it. So what I did is I made a cover. I took this off and then tucked it at home. And then I made a paper cover like you used to do in school, and made a paper cover for it so I could read back and forth on the trains and the buses. And then I didn't have to feel so bad. If I ripped my paper, it was no big deal. I didn't rip her cover. It was probably the fastest I ever read that book too, so. Just because I wanted to get it back to her as soon as possible. Nora Roberts also writes as J.D. Robb, Mystery Detective Series. Oh, okay, yeah, it would be, then it was Nora Roberts. For some reason that was just ringing a bell. I remember buying her lots. And whenever I came out with a new one, I'd be off to, you know, the bookstore, and grabbing it for her, mailing it off. Hello, Mary. Good morning, good morning. Just outlining a beautiful castle here on our Tales of Wonder bookmark. I got a cup of tea. It rained during the first morning shift of crossing guard. No kids to cross because we got rolling starts, but I still have to go. So, hello, Bays. Good morning. Good morning. We're outlining a castle. All right, just doing some towers here. Doing some tower work. Climbing the scaffolds. Is this pattern still there? It is free. I had a link 2 weeks ago, and now I don't know where the link is. I thought Pop had shared it last week, but I forgot if there was words that we could type to get it to pop up. If you go search Tales of, I think it's just, yeah, if you just go search Tales of Wonder, it should pop up as a free pattern. It is a free pattern. So, and it's a bookmark. But I'm going to do another one bigger and bolder. I did my first counted cross stitch in over 40 years. I will post for Saturday tonight. It was a small key fob for your sister. Oh, very cute. Very nice. Good morning, Miss Donna. How are you? What's going on? Good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday morning. Happy rainy Tuesday morning. It is raining here. It's raining. Yeah, I think if you just do a quick search for Tales of Wonder, I'm sorry, I did have a link. If you went and just kind of rewatched the first video a couple of Tuesdays ago, I did share a link in there. So, and you can be able to click on the link in the chat. So I'm sorry, I don't have it right now. I apologize. Okay, now we want to come up around the side tower here. So we want to come up 2 stitches. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Big hugs to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It goes to help build our new shop. Gets the quilt shop out of the living room and dining room and into its own space. And every little bit counts. We greatly appreciate it. And it puts us closer to our next 12-hour live stream on the quilt shop side. So, and I got some. If we reach it for this month, I got a nice plan that we could do. So, very exciting if we do. Got something fun. And we'll get to give away a quilt too. All right. Ooh, look at that. So you should put the black stitching in. It really starts to highlight, make everything look so beautiful. All right. Now let's focus on this tower here. So that's got to go over. Over and down too. Yeah, we're in one of our team t-shirts right now. So we've got to go down to, now we're trying to define this inner tower here. So we want to make sure we're putting in our lines to make sure it stands out and it does look like a tower. I think we're doing pretty good so far. I was listening to Nora Roberts' audiobook, and that's why I almost missed this. Ah! Yeah, we were talking about books, and I said I used to always buy Nora Roberts for my mom. When I was 12, now 54. I've done my fair share of pictures. Love doing it. One for my birthday and two. Oh, there you go. You should. You should. I got it. What kicked me off was a kit that I had for a little while. It was given to me by my sister Elizabeth, and it said sister. So we started that. I think it was in February, wasn't it? And then we took a little bit of a break for a while because my mom passed away in March, and then we got back at it and we finished it up, and now we're working on this one. So. All right, now, oh, here's the complicated part. Okay, now we need to go over to 1, 2. Okay, so right here, right? Well, that seems like that's not 2. That's 2. Okay, so we go up 1. I'm trying to define the little tower here. And then we got to go around 2. What fabric size are you using for this? Oh, 14. 14, Renee. Punch needle. I've never tried punch needle. I've always wanted to, because it's always nice to be able to try things. You don't know if you like them or you don't like it until you give it a shot, right? So, but definitely I always wanted to try. And felting. And what was the other one I wanted to do? There's a few. There's always a few. Okay, we're going to go around. I think we'll go around the top part of this gray here. Hello, Angela. What's going on? I need to tell you I am very distracted by the frame so close to your tea when you move it around. Oh, okay. Do you want me to put my tea away? Hello, Miss Lena. Oh, hold on. Let me put it over here. That's better. Okay, put it over there. It was good. It was wet. It was wet. There was no kids because they're having rolling starts. All the buses went past, all empty. Got my waves from my bus drivers. Well, most of them anyways. It was just wet. It was just wet. Haven't tried audiobooks yet. Still like 3 books in my hands, although I do have. I don't think when we drove long distances, we'd grab books that was, like a kid's story sort of thing, so we could listen to it on the way, right? And we enjoyed it. Like Captain Underpants was one of them for sure. Oh, no problem, Vanessa. Thanks for you keeping me company. So we used to listen to audiobooks then, but not so much. I don't think I never thought about it because I make so much noise. I'd have to put a headset on, and then I don't know. I think I'd just get distracted. No problem, Angela. I'm here to help. Gonna watch along with my TV while I clean my living room. There you go, girl. There you go. Work for me. At home, I like real books. Gotcha. Yeah, Pop will read books off of his phone, like hundreds and hundreds of books off his phone, and I'm like, I need a book, like in my hand book. I don't know why. I feel so old-fashioned when it comes to things like that. Hello, Julie. Hi, we use audiobooks when traveling around Australia. Great for long drives. Oh, yeah, definitely great for long drives. Definitely. And sometimes we would, if the book was a couple hours, that would be, once the book was over, we'd make their next stop or close to, we'd try to find a rest stop, whatever, to get out and stretch and, run around or, just putter about, go for a little walk. Many times we ventured off into little dirt roads off the highway just to take a little 10-minute, 15-minute walk to stretch our legs and not feel like we were cramped in a car the whole time. It gets very, very stressful on the body and everybody else if they got to be stuck in a car for 8 hours. Alright, doing this tower. Oh, it's coming together. As soon as you get those highlights, I tell you, it really pops up. Okay. Now let's try and get this tall one done. Let's go all the way up to 2. Oh, Tracy! Good morning, good morning. It's a wet day here. It's a very wet start to the school year of 2020 and 2021. I did not go and introduce myself to the principal because I didn't even see the principal light on because it was dark. It was dark enough. I mean, it was raining. It was very gloomy. I didn't see the even light on in the office, so I just figured I'd go over either before crossing guard this afternoon or I'd stop in afterwards. But nonetheless, I don't have to go and chat with him right now. Hello, Kristen. What's going on? Happy you're here today. Hello, LP. What's up? What's going on? We're working a castle. Working on our castle. We're building up our castle. I feel like Rapunzel could live in this top one up here. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. I had long hair once. Long time ago. Yeah, a wet, rainy day here. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that all day today, actually. So, well, even the chickens are outside. They don't mind it as long as it's not pouring rain. Other than that, they'll go inside. So. And they got an awesome little upgrade today, or not today, but yesterday, the day before. So they'll be very excited. You'll have to watch the Home and Hearth channel to see how that plays out. Chickens get an upgrade. Alright, now we need to come around the top. So I think I forgot to go down on this one. I think I did too. I think I forgot. There we go. Yeah, that's true, right, Mike? Apparently, places of Alberta got snow. And upper parts of Colorado and stuff. I'm like, you can have it. No thanks. It is already going to fall enough here as it is. We're in southeastern Ontario. I don't know where you are, Mike, but that's where we are. It's like, oh, forget that, man. I don't need no more snow. We had so much snow last year. That's why we had to do all the work with the chicken fence and stuff, because we had so much snow, it piled up and was shoved to the point it broke our fence. So we had to redo our whole chicken pen area to accommodate for this year's snow, just in case. I mean, it was fine until it really started to thaw, and then it was like things were just falling apart. So I just want to tie this up here because I need to start a little lower. Let's thread that under. Clip. Grab my other one that's already prepped and ready to rock. Yeah, you don't have to shovel rain, exactly. Good morning, Miss Sass. Well, good evening. I like your hoop frame. I haven't seen. Well, it's a scroll one, LP. It's a scroll. It's very, very simple and easy to use. It's got the little plastic bracket here that you kind of snap on and then kind of roll it. These loosen here, and then you can just roll it up in whichever way you like. Whichever way you like. I've had it for about, I'd say at least 22 years. Yeah, it's Wednesday. She's in the future. Yeah, very early. How's Mom doing? How's Mom doing? I say Mom because now we have to share her. You have to share her with me now. I don't got one, so I'm claiming yours as part of mine. Hope you're okay with that. I hope she's okay with that. Oh, by the way, Mom, you now have a Canadian daughter. She's a little crazier than I am. But I know, it's strange, and I didn't think it was possible, but yeah. No. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, good morning. I found one at Hobby Lobby, but need to get bigger one. It won't hold all my material. I would have to fold. Oh, yeah, no. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, especially for big projects like that. And that's why they have some really good fun hoops too that you could use. Some big ones, some that go on the floor. I think that's what I would like next, is if an upgrade to one that I can just swing. I'm not always holding it. It can be like this, and I can just work it with my two hands in its stable position. I think that would be lovely. But this is definitely great for small projects. All right, we're just outlining our castle, and then we don't have to do the trees, and then we're going to start on the lettering. And I am going to make the bookmark. This is a bookmark, and I'm going to make the bookmark first, and then I'll do another one of these when my other blue cloth arrives that Cherie said she was going to mail, or has mailed. So. I think her body is slowly coming off the pain tablets she was on, and my sister said the shakes have stopped. Oh, thank goodness. Slowly coming along. She knows all about this group. And that I'm innocent. That's the funniest part there, Sass. That's cute. Well, as long as if you don't mind sharing her, I wouldn't mind. All right, now we need to go up and around this gray part here. Just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, that is really good news. We don't bounce like we used to, that's for sure. We don't bounce like we used to. Okay, down. And I'd say most of the traffic obeyed this morning. I mean, there was a few that they just kind of looked at you as they went past, and you knew they were speeding. They were doing far faster than they should have been going. And there's a couple of them I was like, come on, get into the swing of people. You've been without for 5.5 months here now. It's time to pay attention. So, and I was a little worried because the ground was all wet, and it always takes longer for people to stop when it's wet, and you have to accommodate for road oils and everything else like that. So it was, it hasn't, the total hasn't been reached yet there, Jackie. I think we were still 200 and some odd away. We were 200 and some odd away from the 12 hours. So, but you know, but it was a good morning. It was a good morning. Be more excited when there's actually kids to cross, and I'm not just there showing up because I need to fill the space. These rolling starts. It's just such a weird start so far. All right, and I come up on the side here and then into the tree. I really shook her, and I have no idea what exactly she hit, but it was so loud that if she'd thrown the microwave from a height, must have been her head. Oh, ouch. Yikes. Crack on the noggins are not anything to be joking about or not to take seriously. Those are very serious issues and injuries. Oh, sorry, 290. We need 290 to reach the 12 hour. Did I say 290 or 1290? I'm sorry. For some reason I have 1290 in my head, and I don't know why if I said 1290, I'm sorry. I meant 290. Well, 1290 would just take care of October's 12-hour live stream too. Just get it all done. Yeah, this is a free pattern, Tales of Wonder. Did you have a link there, Pop, for this, or no? I wasn't sure. I thought you shared something last week with it. Okay, now this has to go straight up at some point. Actually, it's this line right here. All right, so let's do that. There we go. There's the free pattern. Thank you. What can they type to put it in there? Oh, okay. Hello, Tracy. Good afternoon to you. Well, it's still good morning here, but good afternoon to you. All right, now we're going to finish the line here, and then we'll go up and do the two side parts that we need. Yeah, beautiful castle. I love it when you get the dark color around it, just highlighting it. Very nice. Super cute. All right, now we need to do just a line down here and a line down here. So today Mitchell told his mom he was riding his bike to Nana's, so he wanted to see me. He packed his bag with snacks too. Aww, he's such a cutie pie. So cute. All right, so I need to go this one right here. So this one. There. Let's go pick him up. Yeah, how could you not? So I'm coming to get you. Come hang out with Nana. Yeah, he seems like a really cutie pie. Sure, those two are partners in crime. No doubt about it. All right, now let's skip over here and come down straight on this one. And I think that's it for the castle. We can start focusing on our writing. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Thank you. Awesome. Well done, Kim. Yeah, it's a cute little bookmark. But you can certainly just do it as a small wall hanging. I mean, would be great just to kind of frame it and put it on your bookshelf or put it beside the bookshelf or something like that, you know. Okay, let's see if I did that right. Got everybody? I think I did. I think I did. I think I did do it right. Oh, there we go. You can really see it. There we go. Gosh, I love this new camera. Look at that, peeps. Oh, she's doing good, Mike. She's right in the chair beside me. That's awesome. Sorry. Oh, looks so good. I'm very pleased with that. Well done, Morlin. Well done. Love the new camera. That's the camera that Pop got a really good deal on. We needed to fiddle and faddle with it a little bit, but it looks great. And I'm so happy. It's beautiful for this close-up stuff. Yep, yep, yep. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, now we need to plan out our spacing. It is, isn't it, Tracy? It's a beautiful. You can really see. You can really see what's going on now. So now we're just going to start on kingdoms need their castles, and then this stitch right here is a herringbone stitch with 2 strands of thread, and it shows you how to do the little herringbone stitch. So let's stitch this out first, and then we'll do that one. Okay. And I'm just using the same thread that I was using to highlight is what I'm going to stitch the words in. Okay. Or no, I was going to change something else. That's what I did. I was going to change it to this. Sorry. My bad. My bad. I was going to change it to this one. Yeah, for the couple $100 we spent on it for the auction, and the wire is a little faulty, the power. So we're going to have to probably buy a new one because it's coming apart on one end. But we're definitely happy with the deal we got. That's for sure. Even if we do have to spend another couple $100 to get it up to snuff. Okay, let's put that there. Let's put these 2 away. Just going to heat shrink it. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Aren't you smart? So glad I married a smart man. One of us has to be smart. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm very happy with it. I know it's. He was very frustrated because we couldn't see, and it was hard to zoom in with the other little Logitech, just normal webcam. So, and you really want to see the details when it comes to things like this, right? You really want to be able to point out these, the tiny little stitches that you can see going on here now, right? So, oops, gotta get in the camera, right? Yeah, now we get to put some letters against it. Did you pick up that saying in the UK? My dad used to say, up to snuff? I don't know, Angela. I think my mom's always said it. Her family's from Wales. So. My glasses have some scratches on them. All right, now we want to line this up properly. Oh, it's like I've already lost me. Hello, Bettina. How you doing? What you doing? All right, so I'm going to go with proper placement. So I'm going to try and go right underneath my door. Okay, so my big castle door right here. If I go right in the middle and I come straight down on the left-hand side of that middle one, that's where I can start my M. So if I get my M in placement first, then I can work the rest of the way this way, and then this way, and then that helps me get my placement for the other two parts. We are Yorkshire. You're doing good? Good, Bettina? Excellent, excellent. Excellent. All right, so I want to come down 1, 2, 3 whole stitches, starting on the 4th, going straight down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Don't worry about the phone. Okay. So we want to do an M. This is really just only 2-line text. There's some that have many, many lines involved or rows involved when doing the textings. So, or words, I guess. So. All right, so now we got the M done. And we know it takes up to the door, so we know that's in proper placement. Let's go scoot over, do the O. I didn't have to do it that way. I could have counted, started with the K, but to me, I know I'm going to get it where I want it if I'm doing it this way. But you can find whatever works for you. Go ahead and do it. Hello, June. What's going on? Lovely to be here with you, too. That was you, Sass? Well, sorry. I'm kind of busy right now. If you would like to video chat, please make an appointment. Ooh, Pop sneaking into the leftover pizza. We were supposed to have pork chops last night, but they weren't defrosted enough. I gotta go. Okay, bye, Jackie. See you later. Thanks for coming by. All right, now we got to do the D for the kingdom. Well, he's not even nuking it. He must be just hungry. Not even nuking it. Let me check my diary. See if you can squeeze me in. Oh, that's just, I don't want to, I thought it was going to come right back out. Okay, we got dum. Dum, da, dum, dum, dum. It's intensified in here. All right. And there have so many. Yeah, no kidding. There's so many different fonts and types that you can stitch out on the web. There's so many free patterns or free to look on. Like, go for it. You can adapt fonts or text to what you like. You don't have to just stick with, what they have maybe on the poem or stitch out, right? So you can do it in many different ways. I know we did. I not know there was no pineapple ordered last night. No. Chicken Alfredo, I think that was, or chicken Parmesan. I don't know what the heck. I didn't have any of it. What else is there? Of course, pepperoni, and Canadian, which is pepperoni, bacon, and mushrooms. So that's the Canadian. And then we got some bites, chicken bites. But we're having pork chops for dinner tonight. We're going to shake and bake them. Shakety bake them. And we'll probably have some rice because we had potatoes the last time we actually had a starch. So I think we could have some some rice. Rice and pork chop sounds good to me. We do actually have applesauce. That reminds me, I should take the applesauce from our trees from last year out of the freezer. There we go. Thanks for reminding me. Perfect. I love pork chops and applesauce. Actually, I remember sometimes when you're spoiled as a kid, you know, I know my mom never made a lot of money. She's, you know, minimum wage worker in a flower shop, trying to raise, you know, a bunch of kids all by herself. And there was no money coming in from anybody else. It was just all her, right? And and we used to have pork chops and applesauce. So I don't, and maybe it was just, I don't remember having anything else. Maybe it was corn, can of peas or something like that. That's all it was pork chops, applesauce. Anyways, so I remember going to someone's house. Oh, I don't know. It was probably maybe 10, 12, something like that. And I remember we were having pork chops for dinner. I think they were barbecue chops for dinner. And I remember sitting at the table and them saying, "Oh, well, you know, that's dinner," because, you know, and I wasn't trying to say that I wasn't happy with the meal or anything like that. I was just waiting for the applesauce. They're like, "Aren't you hungry?" I'm like, "Yeah, but where's the applesauce?" They're like, "Oh, we don't have any applesauce." And I was like, "What? How can you?" I didn't say this, of course, because I'm just a kid. But I was thinking to myself, how could you not have applesauce with pork chops? What's wrong with you people? I like chunky too. Yeah, we kind of mushed ours. It was kind of more of there's some bits in there, but it was pretty much mushed. It's mushed because after you cooked them, so they kind of turned to mushy mush. Kingdom. Oops. Oh, I almost made a mistake. Almost forgot the S. Hold on. Let's try that again, shall we? We are having Fake Away, our version of Subway. Oh, okay. Fake Away. So it's like just sub sandwiches. Sub sandwiches. I'm not a big sub person. I used to like Mr. Sub when I was a kid, but I do not like Subway. I don't know why. I don't like their bread. I don't like their ingredients. They taste weird. Some preservatives sprayed on their vegetables. No, we didn't add any sugar to ours. We just let the apples do their thing. That's why we like our own applesauce. Because I do find the ones in the store way too sugary. Hello, Teresa. Except late. What's up? Late sewing. How you doing? I'm doing good. What about you? We're building our kingdom. That's what we're building right now. But I remember the look on the parents' face when I said, "Well, where's the applesauce?" They were like, "You spoiled brat." I was like, "I wasn't spoiled. I just wanted some applesauce." I didn't know one went out without the other. Crock pot potato soup with bacon. Yo, yummy. Actually, in the instant pot, recipe book is a baked potato soup. That sounds absolutely yummy. In fact, I may make that sometime very soon. Because it's got like bacon and cheese and potato and green onions and all the things you would have on a baked potato. I'm like, yep, I need that. I need that right now. Yeah, I prefer our own. Unless there's a family farm not too far from here, and it's an apple farm, and they do make their own applesauce, and sometimes they'll just spice it with cinnamon and apples. It's just literally cinnamon apple. So you could just toss it in with some sugar and make yourself your own apple pie. You could have it on top of ice cream. It's just an apple with cinnamon mix in it, or you can have nutmeg and cinnamon or brown sugar and something like. Anyways, there's many things that they sell, and we used to get those first. We used to get them from the market, pick them up from there, and use those because it was no sugar added, right? So just natural sweetness from the apples. Oh, shredded beef and cheese? Oh, that sounds good. I make a pear stuffed pork loin. Oh, that sounds good, Lena. That sounds real good. My sister-in-law, Krista, does a fantastic rouladen, which she'll take what I've never had before. It was first when I had it with her the first time around. I was like, oh my gosh, this dish, I've been missing it all my life. What happened here? It with a very thin chunk of meat, and then rolled with a pickle, mustard, and you know, I think she's done it with spinach before. Oh, I think I'm missing a space here. I am. I'm too far close. Yeah, I know. We're making me hungry. Yeah, it was absolutely delicious, and then of course you bake it in like the beefy broth, and oh yeah, it's so good. I was over one row and I shouldn't have been, so we're just trying to come back to where we was. All right. Yeah, we're all off to Lena's house for dinner. Hope you have enough plates for everybody. Believe it or not, I'm married to a German for 51 years, and every night for dinner he has potatoes, smashed, fried, baked, scalloped. Every night? Oh my gosh. I'm sure the boys would love that. They love their potatoes, but I always try to mix it up. Yeah, Pop's like, yep, I knew he would be. He's like, yes, please. Oh, one's on the outside, one's on the inside. All right, come on. Let's get teamwork together here, please. There we go. I can live with that. All right, so we're working on the E for need. Working on the E for need. We're working on the E for need. Just a short one. Yeah, exactly. Can we bring our own? We promised to do dishes. Can we get an invite? One of my friends, we invited her over for turkey dinner. One year she brought her own plate, knife, and fork. I go, we have them here. She goes, oh, I wasn't sure. She goes, I've been to places before and you should have brought your own. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, just keep yours by the door. Ours are fine, thank you. She made me laugh. So when I invited her the next time, I said, please, you don't need to bring your plate, knife, and fork. We got enough. It's not like we were having a hordes of people here anyways. There's usually only about 5 of us. It'd be us 3 and usually 2 friends from work. So... Yeah, peeling those potatoes, no kidding, right? That's a daily chore. You must buy them at 25-pound bag. But I guess you get creative on how to deal with potatoes too, you know, hash browns, shredded, potato pie, potato pancakes, you know. My middle son has always had a love affair with potatoes. He'll eat them at every meal if he could. All right, Kingdom's Need. Here we go. That's what we got done so far. Kingdom's Need. All right, so let's tie this off here, and then we'll go their castles. Oops. Okay, now for the T, we want to come straight down underneath the K. We want to give 2 spaced lines, so that's 1 line, 2 line. And I'm in line with the end of the K, and that's going to make my top of the T. Green beans with little red taters and fried green maters. Oh, tomatoes for side? Oh, yummy. I don't think I've ever had a fried green tomato. Hubby has been known many a time to have potatoes and rice in one meal. I just roll my eyes. He's got to fill up. His tank is empty. So was that lunch or snack? Oh, it was snack. Oh, okay. I was thinking it was far too early for lunch. It must have been snack.
I guess.
Well, just confirming. Uh-huh. No, I've never had green tomatoes. Well, we have them in the garden, but I've never fried them up or anything like that. So I was told to eat them when they were red, not when they were green.
Unless they're purple.
Unless they're purple. Okay.
Yellow.
Or yellow. Ooh, look at us spelling words left, right, and center here. We were spelling them right. That's the hard part. Making sure you're spelling them right. There's a couple of really pesky flies. I was on a hunt yesterday, but I didn't get them all, clearly. We're not yellow squash or zucchini fans. So, never had okra in my life. Never had okra either. It's not really something that grows crazy up here, so hold on. We need 3 spaces in between there and castles. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Yeah, okay. Pick my tomatoes. Green tomato chow chow. Oh, interesting. Oh, yummy. Yummy. Nice big cookout with the tomatoes. There's just so much you could do with tomatoes too, right? You have a base. Base has a tomato sauce. I love tomato soup. Tomato soup is one of my favorite soups. All right, and we're spelling castle. When I lived in upstate New York, could not find okra or barbecue root beer. Barbecue's root beer? Oh, Bark's root beer, not barbecue. Duh. Sorry, learn how to read. Thanks, Azalette. 6244 hut hut. I'm sorry, were you counting? All right, gonna have to get a new thread here. All right. Ooh, get close. Yeah, what is chow chow? Good question. It's like a salsa or something? I would think so-ish, but maybe I'm probably wrong. Go away, fly. My goodness. Can I get the hold on, almost finished. It's like a pickle relish. Oh, okay, like a tomato pickle relish. All right. That's good to know. All right, let's finish off this L, and then we'll start a new thread with E. There we go. What do you think of that? Oops, sorry. I'm noob. I'm new here. There we go. Get there. I'm trying not to make you sick. I'm just trying to get it in the camera. Pot of beans. There we go. Relish, pickled tomatoes, green tomatoes, and onions. Large slices of each. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Large slices of carrots and the tomatoes. All right, where was I going? I was going with the E. Here we are. Maritime chow chow? Interesting. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. I'm having some fun. Castle. So we just need an S and an apostrophe, and then we can start our herringbone for the next line. Okay, so kingdoms need their castles and an apostrophe. Just straight down like that. Okay, so let's get this tied off or slipped under. Trouble's castle. Trouble's castle. All right, just gonna sip some tea. Might Google for a recipe. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots out there, Angela. Especially if you're really interested in it, right? All right, now we get to do our herringbone. Okay, and it tells you how to do it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, hold on. 1, 2. Gotta go under, then over, then over, then over, then over. T, it is. It really is. It really is. All right. Let's see if I can get this. We gotta count our way over. Okay, so let's go. Let's use the tree as reference. The edge of the tree here. Oh, excuse me. So this spacing between here and here is 10. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then over 1. Right? So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Yeah, thousands wouldn't. Ain't that the truth? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and over 1. Okay. 15 over 1. If I'm looking at that correctly. Here. You gotta go down 1, 2 stitches. 1, 2 stitches. There. And then you cross up here. And then you cross up 1, 2 here. And over. 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 There we go. Now you can always put beads on this if you wanted to, loop them up through, but because it's going to be a bookmarker, I think I'm just going to leave it flat. Okay. I'm just filling it in from one side to the next. Doing that little herringbone stitch. Always crossing over your previous stitch, either at the top or the bottom. It's looking pretty good, isn't it, Sass? You could also use another strand if you really wanted to make it thicker, to stand out as the dividing between the words. I mean, you could do whatever you like. See a man about a dog. I like this purple. It's a pretty purple. Goes nice with that little golden brown sort of color that I'm using for the font. For the words. How far did we go? 2 full stitches past the comma. Okay. We have done videos on it there, Gita. We have done paper piecing, we've done English paper piecing, made some ornaments. It's part of the Christmas in July. Yep. It's good fun stuff. Especially when you've never tried it before. There's so many different things, and it's easier to, when you think about it, you can take on the wave, especially when people are having to wait more nowadays than anything else for things. You can always take it to go along with you. Little carton or box or package or even little project kit bag. Oh, does that get... Oh, there's not enough space in between. Because this goes into the comma. I think I should have went down a row. Uh-oh. Alright, I gotta take this all out. Whoops. Uh-oh. Alright, let's grab one of my thicker needles so I can pull it out. Should have been down a row. That's okay, it's not difficult. Because it was coming up in line with the comma, and I should be down a row from the comma, not in line with the comma. Look, they come out just as fast as they go in. Ooh. Helps if you have both of them, though. Whoops. Yeah, well, that's it. I'm like, oh. And actually, when I was over here, I'm thinking, oh, shouldn't it be one below? And I should have just stopped and looked then. Oh, well. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Lesson learned. Fix the boo-boo now while you can. Stuff happens. At least this is something we can fix. Many times in life, there's mistakes you make and there's no fixing it. So at least this is a mistake we can fix. Ooh. No seam per song. Oh, there's lots and lots of videos out there for English paper piecing. Okay, so I decided to finish it just the way. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to do 2. I have this book series that I shared with my mother-in-law. I'm sure lots of you know it, but I'm not watched the series on TV. I've only read the books, and I would like to make this to go with that series. So, and then I'll do another one once I get the blue Ada cloth that Miss Cherie is sending from Australia, because she says she has some, and I couldn't find any here. So I'll do 2. I'll do 2, because then it gives me a chance to really take what I have from this one here, Tracy, right? Take from here an inspiration for the second one, right? Because there's so much details in I'm trying to get it so the light's not on it. So many details in the cross stitch, right? So, yeah. And I just thought it would be really nice if I had this to go with the book series, just because it was a very special thing for my mother-in-law and I, and we shared it, and I was very happy that we did. All right, so pull this out, come down one more hole. There we go. Okay, back on track, peeps. Slight delay. Oh, did you? I do that all the time. I don't think I'm crazy. Don't call me crazy. Yeah, I really enjoyed the series, and it was always something nice to be able to share with my mother-in-law. Whenever a new book came out, I said, let me grab it. I'll buy it for us, buy her a hard copy, me a hard copy. And then I am getting my friend Lawrence, his mom, Donna, she got hooked on the series when she came to visit us when we lived in the States, and she was looking for a book to read. So I gave her Outlander, and I said, you may like this, you may not, no big deal. I have hundreds and hundreds of other books here if we can find something for you. And she was hooked. She pretty much read it in like 3 or 4 days. I kept that, did you want to, go out and do something? She's like, no, I'm fine here reading. No, okay. So, she hung out and read. And then so whenever the series came out or new book came out, I'd buy 3. One for me, one for Donna, one for my mother-in-law. So, and I would, and of course, give it to them as gifts, right? So, a little surprise. I'm glad they enjoyed it as much as we did. I did. And it was actually the series that got me back into reading for several years. I was quite the book crusher for a while there. I like to find something a little Harry Potter orientated to make like another bookmark for the Harry Potter series. So that would be nice to be able to have that little bookmark to go with it. I think it'd be special. Maybe the houses, like the Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin, those sorts of maybe little emblems of the houses. 2 on one side, 2 on the other, or something like that. That would be kind of cool. I'm sure they're out there. Just have to go find them. Someone's dreaming. I let her out early this morning and it was still dark out and something was in the yard and she took off after it fast and I was like, no. All I could think of was a skunk and she was going to come back smelling like skunk and I'd have to go to crossing guard smelling like skunk on the first day of school. I was like, no. Well, whatever it was, it took off and just said instead. So... probably the bunny. Ooh, almost done this herringbone for the second time. And this isn't just a cross stitch, right? You're typing or not typing. You're doing text as well, and you're learning different stitches like this herringbone and stuff like that. So it's really just adding to your whole repertoire of stitches that you know and can use to make your own beautiful projects, right? Okay, so now we got to go. This is the one stitch past. And then 2. This will be the second one. And then a little tiny X at the bottom. All right. Another little herringbone underneath. Looks pretty good. Wilbur Smith for girls. Wilbur Smith. Why the name is Wilbur Smith? I'm gonna have to look that up. Recently caught on to the Outlander on TV, but not the books. The books are way better. But you know, that's just my opinion. You know, that's just my opinion. Now back to here. Now, just as dragons, mighty scales. Let's see if we can finish that. Finish our tea first, though. Oh, Sonia D. Thank you very much for coming along. Coming along there, darling. And it's this poem right here. Tales of Wonder. And it's a little bookmark. Okay, maybe you can see that a little bit better now. Okay, that's what we're working on. And we just did those herringbone stitches right there underneath their castle. There we go. Finished my tea and it wasn't even cold. I mean, it wasn't warm, but it wasn't cold. I agree. And I did start watching the Outlander series on TV, but I don't even think I made it through the second episode. I was just like, I don't know. I like the book, and I just wanted to keep what I had of the books in my mind and not get it confused with what the show is, because I know sometimes things happen that way. I don't know. That's how I felt. So I probably won't ever watch it, or I may. I don't know. I just may just stick it on one day and be background music or noise or something, but I don't know. I think I'd just rather have watched it with my mother-in-law. But she's not here. I think that's probably when I would have enjoyed it the most. Right. Okay, make sure we're 2 spaces away, yes, and we're doing the J, and we're good, okay. It was okay, Sonia. It was cold and wet, and we have rolling starts, so no students were there. A couple of parents were coming to sign up their kids or figure out what's going on or what bus they're at or whatever. Sorry, one second. Sorry. I got very, very wet this morning, unfortunately. Yeah, and only crossed one of the older kids, but they were just out for a walk, so they wanted to go to school, but they don't start till Friday. And most of them don't start. It's a bit soapy and predictable. I don't think so. I didn't find that with the series there, Angela. I didn't. But you know, that we're talking 20 years ago over about 25 years ago when I started the series. So I didn't find it that way. Sorry. Like first day of school and I get like a cold or something. Good gravy. Oh, how many books? Oh, there's lots. There's 11 or 12. There's quite a few. I have 3 on my desk right here. Those are the first 3. Outlander, Dragon, Flying Amber, and then Voyager. It'd go this way. Those would be the first 3. If you were going to order a series and wanted to get right into it, those would be the ones. Oh, the TV series. Oh, I don't know. Probably. Sorry, Angela. Just got confused there. Maybe. Maybe that's why I was feeling about it. It was like, didn't have that suspenseful drive to it, I guess. I don't know. Hello, Miss Nadine. Popping in for a little bit. How you doing? How was your adventure at Lowe's? Did you get your bathroom flooring that you needed? Or that you were looking for? We have tile that was donated from my girlfriend Sandra. Oh, probably about 2-3 years ago now. For when we ever do our bathroom. So, and it's tile from Italy apparently. So 1, 2, and 3. Or check the books. Well, I was going to say check the library, but I don't even know if your libraries are open. So, but it's a good series. I really enjoyed it. I've lots of good connections to it. So, and like I said, the 3rd book here, Voyager, is actually signed by the author. This one right here. Hubby is going to talk. Oh, okay, gotcha. You okay? Oh, there we go. Just as now we got dragons. It was quiet and very wet. It was quiet and wet. A few people were doing far faster than they should have been, so I gave them the old I see you, and I want you to slow down, please. But and a couple were like, hey, school doesn't start today. I go, yes, it does. Well, my kid doesn't start till Thursday. And I felt like saying, I'm excited for your kid, but I still have to be here today. But I didn't. It's like it's rolling starts, but my job starts today. Just because the rolling starting of the school doesn't change the fact the crossing guards have to be there. So parents are still signing kids up and registering and so on and so forth. Yeah, it rained, and it's still raining. So it got all wet. But came home and had a nice hot cup of tea, or was sipping on it. And I came to hang out with you guys. Yes, it's almost 2 a.m. for Miss Sass. She's got enough energy to go around making chaos. Ours are, well, it's because it's right in the middle of the village here. We're 40 through the whole village. And that's right in the school zone too, so. Sometimes when they're doing like 50 and 60 and sometimes even more, they do not want to stop. They're very agitated that you are stopping them. So, but I don't really care. Slow down and may not stop you. May just let you keep on trucking. But if you're speeding, ooh, I'm going to time it just perfectly so I have to stop your butt. That's what I'm doing. You stop right here. Yeah, it's going to be different all over the place, Mike. There's some are even are back to quarantine because it was a bad start. It was, we have 2 teachers in I think the Peel region. I just heard last week, or no, sorry, yeah, I guess it would have been last week, that they've already tested positive and they're not even in the school system yet. So, like the school hasn't even started yet. Oh, the power. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But only when kids are crossing. I can't just stop them randomly. Sorry. Though I wish I could. Especially the speeders. And especially the ones that know better, right? You know the car. You're like, come on, you live just right up the road and you got like 3 kids. All right, let's tie this off. Because we're running low. Oh, there we go. There we go, it's looking good. Sorry. All right, one more here. It's looking good. I'm liking it. It's so far so good. So far so good. Oops, got one on the outside. Now we just need to, just as dragons mighty scales. Now we need to make sure we're lining up our M on the correct spot. So it's the bottom of the U. If we go down 2 rows, becomes the top of the M. So the bottom of the U, right here. So that's 1, 2. That should be the top of the M. Thank you very much. I think it's going to look beautiful. And I like using colors for when the writings and stuff like that. I don't always want to just use black. I like a bit of color. I think it makes it look prettier. I see you trying to mess me up, girl. I'm on to you. I'm watching you. Yeah, yesterday was a holiday here. I think it was a holiday most places for Labor Day. Oops, that's supposed to be the other direction. Come back out. I canned a bunch of beets. I got a bunch of beets done. And 10 jars of beets. We didn't film it though. So, because we figured we'd done enough canning, that people were getting bored of the canning stuff from the Home and Hearth Living channel. That's our other channel that we do stuff, well, you know, outside and the coop and the garden and all sorts of fun stuff. We're busy on that channel with all those things. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought so. I think that's our only holiday we have the same time. Well, besides Christmas and New Year's. You guys don't do Boxing Day, do you? Never. I loved. Oh, well, not okay. Well, that's nice to know. We're gonna do a recipe in our instant pot. Sorry, it's not Insta. It's instant. Say all the letters. What is Boxing Day? It's the day after Christmas. They call that Boxing Day up here. Because usually everything that M-I-G-H-T-Y, mighty. For some reason it just looked a little weird. Usually boxing somebody to get your stuff. Because it's on sale at the store. It's like, put them up. Poof, poof, poof. Mighty scales. Working on scales. The word scales right now. Yeah, it's usually a day of family gathering. If you don't do it on Christmas Day, then you can do it on Boxing Day. Usually sitting around eating leftovers. Sometimes people go shopping, try and get some deals on things. But we just hang out. That's what we do. That's what we like to do, just hang out together. We're kind of boring that way. Come on. Dragon's mighty scales. Alright, now we need the E. Hello, Miss Tina, how you doing? Me and my son watch cricket on Boxing Day. Oh, there we go. That's a good thing. I was fascinated by that sport when we lived there. I still don't understand it. And that's okay. I don't have to understand everything. Well, we knew the sport, football, soccer, what they call football there, but I didn't know the sport cricket. So whenever we'd pass the park or I guess the cricket field, we would stop and watch a little bit. I still don't understand it. Silly fly, my goodness. 3 days of Christmas dinners gets a bit too much, yeah, I bet. Usually when it's all sorts of different dishes too, right? Okay. All right, I think we'll just putter at that for right now. Excuse me, I think we did really good today. We highlighted, wait, hold on, let's go up here. So we highlighted all the castle all the way around, and then we started our text right there in the center. So it's not too bad. We got 4 rows out of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 4 rows out of 16. Not bad at all. Sorry for Saturday, thank you. I was best for whole live view chat. What's going on, Lydia? I think it's going to look beautiful, Sarah. I really do. I really do. Yeah, plugging away. I think it's going to be a nice little bookmark, too. We'll have to do some, like, little stitches down the sides or something. It looks very nice. It looks very nice. I kind of wish the J was a little bit bigger, but I don't really want to put a top on it. But I like it so far. It's doing good. Doing good. Not bad, peeps. Not bad. What is more silly than watching 12 men in white chase a red ball on a hot day? Yeah, exactly, right? I think great progress, too. I really do. All right, so let's plop our stuff in our little bag and get all our little threads in order and our needles tucked away. And a beautiful little needle holder. Needle nest, actually, it's called. And it's had a piece of masking tape on it since like the second day I had it, because I broke it. Because I don't know my own strength. Oh, no, I don't want those in there. All right, that's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Lydia. No worries. And congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, so we'll finish that off for today. Anybody have any questions? Mm-hmm. Other than that, it'll be Longer Wednesday tomorrow, and then the weekend project, and then Saturday, I'm hoping we can finish off the crooked courthouse steps behind me, right here. I'm going to continue working on those and put them all together. And then that quilt top will be given away on the next 12-hour stream. So, yeah, it won't take too long. Once you get the text going, it goes pretty fast. So, and even the outlining took quite a bit, right? So, thanks for sharing your morning with me. Thank you very much, or your time with me, Renee. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Teddy humans. Oh, we're saying goodbye there, Gita. So enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. Usually only do this for about 2 hours. We start at 10 a.m. Eastern, so 2 hours ago, every Tuesday. And we'll just plug away for a couple hours and see how it goes. Okay. So it is a free pattern. If you wanted to go search it, you could, or maybe the link will be popped in the chat. But yeah, Tales of Wonder, a little bookmark. Some different types of stitches and fonts and exclamation tails. Oh, there we go. Yay! There's the pattern. And of course, if you're watching this after the live stream is over, you could still click on the link in the chat and get you to the website, okay? It does work. I tested it out. All right. So have a, what time Wednesday? They're out. It's always out at midnight or whatever the Wednesday video is. Whenever the pop or the munchkin gets it out. It's usually the munchkin. So, yes, have a great rest of the week, everybody, and we will see you on Saturday live stream at 1 p.m. Eastern, okay? But the other videos are just on just for release. Okay? So take care, everybody. Big hugs. Thanks for stitching along with me. See you soon.